Hello and welcome back to part 2. In part 1 we encountered quite a few problems that we proceeded to throw Ganning at until those problems disappeared. Unfortunately, subsequently, Ganning also disappeared, but we did accomplish what we were set out to do. We secured Xinye and we repelled multiple assaults from Cao Cao. We're still in the process of doing so, but this tight-knit squad of top-tier officers from Liu Bei will be able to, at this point, and subject to getting supplies regularly from Zhang He, will be able to hold off and throw back against anything Cao Cao tries to take us on with. Jiangxia, a little bit less successful, however. Sun Quan is now coming under threat from Cao Cao, much like ourselves, so Sun Quan's assaults are going to slow down somewhat, and not only that, we are in a position to reinforce with, again, Jianyang and also Jianling if necessary. In Shu province, Liu Jiang is starting to eye up and encroach on our territory, so this is something we're going to have to be aware of. However, our goal for this video is Lower Jing province, the southern Jing. These 4 cities here and their officers are what we are going to be aiming for. We will need to play it somewhat careful because while these cities pose very little threat to us, we do have to prepare ourselves against any assault from Cao Cao and Xinye, Sun Quan in Jiangxia, and eventually, and probably quite soon, Liu Jiang in Shu province. So the way we're going to do that, we have our defense force in Xinye, Liu Bei's boys. We have in Jiangxia, I find them now, Wenpin and Li Yan. Those will be they'll be good enough for what we need to do here. We have Sai Mao and Jianling, who I'll be asking to retreat shortly. He has the helmsman trait on the ocean, on the seas, so he'll be able to quite quickly traverse the terrain and reinforce if necessary. But we need another assault squad. We need a few more officers that we can choose to deploy to go on, let's say, offensive manoeuvres. So it's 208 now, November. We will have to wait and see as to who spawns in 209. And with some luck, we might even be able to pick up some of these officers from Sun Quan. So, I'm going to eventually skip a lot of all of this out, that is the searching every turn. We have a fair bit of gold, but we aren't, without a bottleneck. We have to be careful with what we spend, and we do only have 2 cities that's recruiting, but just to show off what these guys can do. No problem at all. And then we'll shift them over. Not going to give him Wumeng back, that goes without saying. I'm going to shift these boys eastward and try to take out Zhang He if he chooses to continue to pursue Xinye, which the AI seems to be suggesting that's what he's doing. So everyone goes back inside, and then we go for Zhang He. These guys are retreating. No. Do it this way. Build that back up. Jianling needs to be reinforced, and it's starting to bother me, so I am going to, at long last, get that 1 naval tile. But in about a month's time, and with reinforcements from Xianyang, I'll look to begin an assault on Changsha. I don't really like Liu Bei's tactic, so I am going to give him surprise attack for, well, a little bit of disorder. Besides from that, it does not look like Zhang He is going to retreat, so this is how we do it. Guan Yu, Guan Ping, Liu Bei. And of course, the wife. No. You go there. You go there. You go there. And you go there. Yeah, so it's December 208, very nearly 209, and I think we'll be in for a nice treat when 209 turns around. Cao Ren marching from Huan along with Zhang Yan, and even having taken a little bit of damage is nothing to worry about. And if we had any concerns, they are now alleviated as here comes Chang Fei back to reinforce us. There we are, Zhang He captured. I would very much like Zhao Yan. That being said, it is now 209. So we've got a few. Oh, there we are. And an assault from Runan. But I have a few maneuvers I want to take. Ganxi, Xu Shu, Pang Tong. Off to Jianling. I'll take 2 turns. Everyone else, search. That's weird, it just took me to desktop. So Lu Yi, he's going to move over to Yiling and probably build an annoying fort or arrow tower, but we'll leave him be for now. That might give you some ideas to who I'm hoping to pick up this turn. Wang Yueying. Huh. Okay, no Zhao Yan. That's a shame. But this chap, Zi Shen, I will take him, as he has stone soldiers, and they're going to start to construct those to somewhat slow the AI down. Okay. And good old Zhang Fei. Not going to let Cao Ren march up into the city. And these guys over here, tiny units, they're crossing mountain path. They're not going to make it until it's far too late. Oh, look at that. 15,000 troops from Xuchang under the esteemed Guo Huai. 2,000 defense, 1,500 assault. There we are. Gonna need a bit more than that. Zhuge Jun. And there we are, Zhuge Liang. So, first things first. Zhuge Liang, I think you deserve a promotion. And while I'm at it, strength. No, I can't. I can't promote them while they're out in the field. Oh well. But this does allow us to change our administration. Zhuge Liang in. I don't need the extra 3 of reorganized military, as Zhuge Liang's policy gives you +3 of all the support policies. So we will go for develop transport, I think. But other than that, no, I don't need to use you. Oh, Lumang. Ah. Nearly there. Okay. Zhuge Liang needs, well, him and his wife need to move on south, as I have plans for Zhuge Liang. And while we're at it, some troops as well. Now, oh, what an absolute mess. Finish up recruiting. So Zhang He, he is an officer that I believe he had a dispute with Wei Yan during the ill-fated Northern campaign. That's certainly Zhuge Liang's last one. A bit of a power struggle between different factions within Shu Huan, and for all intents and purposes, Zhang He won. But for the purpose of our campaign, he does have... oh dear. He does have the transporter trait. Well, you're not needed now. Alright, so we're not in danger of dying, but we do have to be a bit careful. So, I think one more turn and I'll be good to go here. Still a few, well, still an officer to pick up by all accounts. But everything is nearly in place there. So. No, we don't need that alliance, as we will be annexing you shortly. But we will take your gold. This is absolutely daft, but they're still coming for us. So why disappoint them? Lumang. There we are, we're getting Lumang. Excellent. So, moving away from that for a little bit, I am going to demonstrate... Oh, Zhu needs a promotion. But I'm going to demonstrate my... 7 attack force, and that is Zhuge Liang, Zhu, Pang Tong. If you watched my Liu Bei video, you'll understand in why in part, but they are all confidants with each other, so they form a perfect trio. But in addition to that, Zhuge Liang has disorder, Zhu has disorder, Pang Tong also has disorder, so between the three of them they can lock down a city almost permanently. You will take near to no damage, 1,000 troops at most sieging a city if the enemy doesn't deploy for you. So while Guan Yu, Zhang He, Biao Yun are fantastic fighting defensive field battles, if you want to take a city, these are your guys to do it. So, in fact, go for 7,000, so I have some troops left over. As our support, we have Huang Yu. I mean, this chap here. You can see there's a few, well, Meng Jiang's a ministrant. No, he isn't. Well, you can see there's a few that also could deploy as supporting officers. Zhuge Liang and Zhu share quite a few friends. I mean, in theory, if we disregarded Pang Tong, Meng Jian, Xi Tao, apart from Huang Yu then and Zhu, this wouldn't make an unusable army. Wouldn't be fantastic, but it'd be something you could make use of. Apart from their formations all being terrible. But there we are. Anyway, we're not going to do that. We're going to go for Pang Tong, Zhu, Zhuge Liang, Huang Yu in support, and then where is she? Ganshi. This is a nice supplementary tactic to chain with Zhuge Liang, and we're bringing her along just for the supportive trait. So Zhu, Pang Tong, Zhuge Liang, on we go. Other than that, back to Xinye. First of all, make sure there's no... Ah! Look at that, I nearly missed that. I was just about to say, make sure there's no assault going on here. So if I say 6,000 apiece... Chia, and how about Inflame? And we'll make short work of Cao Tai. Oh, that's a waste. I've always liked Cao Cao. He's not as good in this game as in some of the earlier entries in the series, but notably, even in the novel, he is one of the few officers that trumped over Zhuge Liang. Okay, so big old Guo Huai, his big chunky unit, but we have a not terrible force of our own here. So Zhao Wei, Ministrant number 1. Have I got another one here? I have another one in my force somewhere, but they don't appear to be here. Either way, he goes I'm just going to try and find him. Trait. Minister. Apologies for this pause in the action, but I know I have two of these officers. Minister. We are looking for the ministrant trait. Guan Ping. Is that? No, that's not who I was thinking of. Surely. Zhou ministrant. Minister. Okay, I guess so. Unless one spawns later on. Why did I think I had somebody else? Well, either way, this will be enough to defeat Wahai. But let's have a look at Ganning. Oh, sorry, Ganning. Lumeng, when he spawns. So we are taking damage, but we are taking damage we can afford to take. Whoa. Sorry, my cursor was going absolutely wild there. So if we get you back inside to deploy you the next turn. All we need is a chain tactic and Guohuai will be eliminated. Better than that, Lumeng. Unless he is already in our city. Who am I going to promote him over? And to keep him loyal, I will give him this. Now, this is pre-development Lumeng, so he's not as good an officer as he would be, say, working for Sun Quan, but he does have courageous, much like Zhao Yun, and this is the trait, at least in these smaller defensive battles, that makes his unit a lot stronger than it otherwise would be. So you can see if we go a little bit over 3,000, you lose 100 stats in assault and defense. So if I take you that. So 1600 is actually stronger than Guan Yu in this situation. That's because of courageous, but also because Guan Yu doesn't benefit from his own divine general trait, so Guan Yu really is a supportive officer. Yeah. And there is no rest for the wicked. Okay, so I am sending my Conquer Land officers south. And maybe Sanchu, yeah. We're going to Jianling in anticipation of the conquest here, which I haven't forgotten about. Get everyone in formation. And we use Yan Yang to fund the war, or fuel the war machine. Now, I just want to point out, in the last episode, I think it took about 50 days to get to Jiangxia from Xianyang, but with the policy boosting the trait that increases transport, and Yan Yang's transporter trait, it's a good turn and a half shorter. Now, I have just noticed, how the hell has that happened? Yeah, that wasn't what I intended. Have I got anyone? Buy supplies, restrain enemy. I hate to use these, but I'll need to in this case. Oh well, never tunnel vision. This is what happens. Back inside, everyone. Well, that helps. Come on, come on, come on. He's unloyal. So is he. So we might get both Zhang He and Zhang Yan. Well, mission accomplished in some capacity. Cao Cao retreated even if I failed to eliminate his unit. Back into Jiangxia you go. God. So this chap, Zhang He, Zhang Yan, Guan Yu can I am, yeah. But Zhang he is one of those officers that is a good all-rounder, excellent stats. Not bad confidants, to be completely honest. Xinye Yi and Cao Chen are two very good officers, so he's not even that bad in this regard. But he suffers for being in the unfortunate position where his confidants are later way officers, Cao Chen and Xinye Yi, so you only really make use of these if you're playing a Cao Cao. And if you're playing a Cao Cao, Zhang He isn't even your second best option. You have so many good officers, so many good, armies you can deploy that you never really make use of Zhang He. So he's got good strength and leadership, a direct damage tactic. He increases the siege ability of your unit, so he's a good supplement for offensive sieges. And I might actually consider sending him along to Zhuge Liang's army. Might help me burn down the cities quicker. But he's just like a good all-rounder, but there isn't really a place for him in the game. Good all-rounders are, not really necessary. However, we have no opportunity for pause. Xuchang has been emptied. Wunan is empty. Wan will soon be empty. I think we may get a break after this final deployment. So, do I go all out for Eugene? Yeah, why not? Zhang Fei, Guan Yu, Guan Ping, Liu Bei, and Zhao Yun, and Mishi. No. 3,000 for everyone. Because I have too many fish formation officers, I'm actually going to put Zhao Yun in fish, as there's only so many frontliners you can deploy, which is a limitation. So, you go on the attack, you go on the defense. He does not stand a chance. In fact, the biggest threat to us is not These enemy officers, it's our very fragile supply line. I need a merchant to spawn so I can buy some more food. Speaking of which, we're nearly in position. So the reason I'm quite happy about Zhang He, he's a mountain warlord, he has dash. He'll be very useful for carrying out cut-off manoeuvres around here. Su Fei, I've forgotten he was in prison with Sun Quan. Welcome back to the fold. But that being said, his unique feature is being a confidant of Gan Ning and having water warlords. So he's going to return to us to find dear old Gan Ning sadly has left us. There we are. I like Imperial Academy as I like watching the stats of the officers go up. It's actually probably not a very good trait, but it makes me happy. So back inside. And out of the way. Cao Cao really isn't ascending his best anymore. He really isn't. Ah, finally. Okay, nearly forgot. Get everyone in position here. So I might slow it down for the skip of the turn. Is he going to deploy? No. Ooh, my wife is taking a fair bit of damage. Come on. Cool, come on. Wipe him out. Use a tactic. Save Zhang He. Save Zhang He. Nope. Nope. Oh, Shan Yu. He's probably not going to join me as he's a friend of Cao Cao. Yeah, that's regrettable, but not even wounded. Excellent. So, we got 6001, 6009 and 6008. We'll come back to that afterwards. Okay. So, attack him and retreat. And I think that'll be it. for the assaults on Xinye. Maybe. Get out the way. Zhao Yun, get out the way if you'd be so kind. Oh, use your unique tactic, either or. So, it doesn't look like we've taken any damage there. And because Zhuge Liang is a 18 years of service, because Zhuge Liang is a goose formation officer, he'll do a fair bit of damage to a city's troops, so he's quite good at offensive sieges. Jesus, still coming. Oh, there we are, 686169. So if you consider that they all deployed with 7,000 troops, I've lost 1,200 and I've taken the city, or will have done so next turn. And in fact, to point out, you know, their stats, they're not, you know, they're not as good as the core we've got up here. Look at 1414, a little Guan Yu having a head, but yeah, anyway, you've seen 1414, 1818 earlier on, assault defense with Zhao Yun in fish formation, but the ability to continuously disorder a city, minimize the casualties you take. Probably the best offensive sieging core in the game that isn't involving Cao Cao. There we go. Changsha down. And this brings with us Wei Yan, Huang Zhong, Han Hao, and Pei Qian. This chap is a ministrant officer, and he happens to also be friends of Liu Bei, so we're not a bad combination, but really fantastic. And he has disorder as well, which is the absolute best tactic for a ministrant to have. Wei Yan didn't join us, but no big deal, he'll join us shortly. So, to keep the assault going, first things first, immediately transport over some supplies and about 5,000 troops to garrison the city. And then I'm not going to show this every time, but I'm also, in this case, I'll show it. I'm going to send over the officers with the high conquer land stat, so we can get Changsha up and running as quickly as possible. And then we hire these people. So Huang Zhong's trait Vigorous. He is the one officer in the game, apart from Zhuge Liang ironically, where I say it doesn't matter if he only has goose formation as his main formation. This trait effectively makes him, well, just a better officer overall. All of his stats are boosted. No criteria about that. Also has Brave Leader, which is the trait Zhang He has, so he acts as a good supportive officer for sieges, which in combination for his unique tactic, which lets him hit cities directly, longbow increasing his own siege, he is one of the best officers in the game for attacking cities, so he is the perfect match for Zhuge Liang. Wei Yan, he has Annihilator, which is the offensive version of the defensive trait. It gives him more assault. He also has Heroic, which helps him get more duels. So he's otherwise a pretty good you know, like much like Zhang He, sort of like an all-rounder. He doesn't do anything that you can't do with anyone else, but if you need an officer and you haven't really got much choice available to you, he's someone you would deploy without second thought. Back to Xinye. Okay. So, do I want Zhang He and Snake? Though this'll do. So, Wu Meng's just going to act as a brick wall. Guan Ping's going to attack there. Zhang Fei's going to attack there. And Liu Bei here. Zhao Lei here. Zhao Hu Shi is off into the mountains. And I think we're just going to ignore Wang Lang, as he can't do anything even if he marches headfirst into Xinye. And I think Cao Cao is now retreating as he realises we are in trouble. So Sun Quan, not leaving us any moment to pause, is heading for Jiangxia, but I am going to did this the wrong way. So tell everyone to retreat, and I'm going to take back these cores. Anyone to hire? No. So who we are? Ah. Well, that's quite funny. So the Huang family officers, Huang Shi, Huang Zhu, they aren't particularly good officers, but they are family. So they will boost each other slightly. That's all I really need. Zhao Tai might very well escape, but I'm going to try and stop him from escaping if I can. And I will not be joining the coalition against Cao Cao, as I think I want to annex half the people in the coalition. Now Wei Yan, where did he end up? Jianling? Yeah, I'll keep him there. 19,000. And I will think, well, first of all, Chang'an. Chang'an's dead in about half a year, so giving him a demotion isn't the end of the world. Makes me feel a little bad, but so be it. Now Huang Zhong. So because I now have an extra officer, I'm going to deploy smaller units, but as we saw, we're not taking much damage anyway. So if I do 4,000 Ganqi and Huang Yu. This should do it. Now noticeably Huang Zhong has the disorder trait which the AI has taught him, which means you can find the tomb for disorder in Changsha, which is very helpful. And there is also a strength weapon in Changsha, I'm fairly certain. So there we are. We are short on food, but reinforcements are coming there. I have plenty of gold to spend, not the best. Ratio, but needs must. And I think that's good for another turn. Am I gonna... There we are, there's that +5 strength weapon I was talking about. It's very useful to have. Give that to say Zhao Yun or... No. Okay, those supplies help a great deal. I can go back to max speed now. Ah, don't duel Zhao Tai. Wen Pin, what are you doing? Yeah, no shit. Oof. And he's back up at full morale. Oh, and he just did a huge amount of damage of his unique tactic. This is a disaster. Okay, Wen Pin. Off you go. I'm gonna need some reinforcements, so and some more food. 4 turns and they'll be there. I wasn't paying attention. Is Cao Cao going for me again? Because surely not. Okay, who are my castle builders? There we are. I want stone soldiers. Yeah, I want them there. I'll leave those guys to it. Liu Chang behaving himself so far, though he is building up quite a considerable force. But I now have Wei Yan in Jianling and he should be able to hold whatever Liu Chang wants to throw at me. And Wen Pin lives. In fact, I think we're going to concede this one. That dual scuppered our defence at Jiangxia, so we'll wait for the reinforcements to arrive. And Cao Cao to continue to threaten Lujiang. No need for that. No coalition, thank you very much. Well, Cao Cai's still gonna play like he is. Which is recklessly aggressive. I will, let him go at it. No, don't retreat. I meant is retreat once you've finished. So I had Xi Shen with Stone Soldier build the foundations, Wu Meng with Castle Builders repairing it, and then I'm going to have him build another one here. Meanwhile, we're making our way up the mountain. So Sun Quan really needs to turn these officers around if he has any sense at all. Huh. I've just noticed the Jia tactic lowers assault. I thought it lowered defense. Oh, no it doesn't, it lowers assault. Oh well, shows how much I know about this game. And what the hell is Xu Sheng doing? Beats me. More gold. The drawback of annexing 7 Jing is that I'm no longer getting these donations of gold and supplies. However, I think the troop recruitment and the security of having one less for potential front makes up for it. But there is an argument to make to just leaving 7 Jing all by itself. I mean, also not to mention getting the rank up. Oh, he's wounded. I'll leave him be for now. So the plan is... well... let's see, I think I can handle Zhu Shang. And if he really does have any sense, he'll turn around and save his city. But we might be seeing Wu Jiang fall. Unless Zhou Yu's going to deploy and save the day. Nope, Zhu Huan in siege weapon formation, in arrow formation. He's doing very good damage, that being said, but I think Zhou Yu and Fish would have been the better call. Alright, there we are, he's retreating. And that must be Lu Su acting as reinforcements coming from Chai Sang, which eases the pressure on Jianling. And look at this, Xinye at 30,000 troops. Wan and Runan emptied, Xuchang continuously getting supplied by all the manpower northern China has available to it. And Ma Chao's going at it for Chang'an. But Xinye for now appears to be safe. Okay, so here I am. Frustrating attacking these mountainous cities, but it'll fall, we'll get there. There we are. We have found quite a few disorder tomes, so I'm going to teach this to Liu Bei, as it's very useful for him in goose formation, and he does have quite high intelligence. Is there anyone else I need to teach it to? Oh, he's out in the field. I'll give it to Li Yan when he's returned back from the field. So Liu Jiang is holding out. Zhu Huan's cavalry charge defied all my expectations, and he actually wiped out both 15,000 of Zhao Yuan's troops, the siege weapon, and Zhu Ling. Where's Lu Su gone? Oh, there he is. So Cao Cao just can't break Sun Quan, especially given that he is constantly attacking Jiangsha. I'd expect better of him, really. And he's done it. So if I wasn't stretched so thin, this would be an opportunity for me to try and take Liu Jiang. But the issue is Chai Sang. And Liu Chang. Okay. Let me have a think. Because Chai Sang isn't a particularly defensive city. It's surrounded by only 4 corps, and it's all open plains. Okay, I'm going to do something quite reckless, and I'm actually going to try and go for it. Guan Yu and Guan Ping in Jiaolei. Guan Yu, Guan Ping, Jiaolei. Zhang Fei, and Jiahoshi. While Xinye is fairly well defended and Zhu Chang is somewhat weak, at least not facing overwhelming odds, I can have Zhao Yun, Liu Bei and Lu Meng try to defend should they attack me. There goes Liu Qi. That's one potential heir down. Liu Biao is still going thanks to his life extension item. And we're going to just march for the city. Oh, of course, Liu Qi was part of our domestic administration, so replace him with his brother Liu Kong. Tragic, but quite fitting at the same time. So, in one turn, Yong'an is very, very threatening at this stage. Chai Sang is weak. But at the same time, I have got troops to spare in Changsha. That might be how we have to do it. And I'll send the administrant over as well, just in case. There we are, approaching Guiyang, across the mountains. Now, Huang Ying's unique tactic lowers morale, which notably works against cities, so one advantage of that is if you do approach a city and activate it... no, you can wait there. Sorry, as I was trying to say, if you approach a city and activate it, the city's morale drops, and subsequently, if they choose to deploy against you, the units deploying are going to have really lowered morale. It's like an extra safety net, but you know, leaving Guiyang to the side. I don't feel really good about this, being completely honest. Guan Yu, Guan Ping, Zhang Fei, Zhao Lei, Zhao He, Patron. So 5,000, 5,000. Oh, Guan Yu doesn't have a rank. Anyway, that's why that's not making sense. Sai Mao needs you, Liu Pan arguably needs you. Zhang Fei, Guan Yu, Guan Ping. And this might seem odd, but I'm going to go in with a siege weapon. So Zhao Lei, Pei Qian, and Zhao He. So you have volley, you have disorder. Do I have a helmsman here? Yes, Huang Zhi. And a water ward. Water ward, and oh, they're reckless. To try and cut off any potential reinforcements. This is massively risky and it goes beyond any definition of stretching yourself thin. But we do have reinforcements on the way. We just have to hope there'll be enough. Oh. So exactly what I was just referring to, these units have just popped out with nearly no morale, and it's limited the damage they've done to us. They've still done a fair bit, but nothing we can handle. So this will be dead next turn. Okay, just the one for now, that's okay. And we'll play Distraction from Jiangxia with our navy. plague. Oh, why? Now. Okay, so you have no food. You have a little bit of food, but not enough troops. I need to finish off the attack, but I haven't got the supplies for it. So, back to... Jianling. That being said, Changsha's been built up, so off you guys go. Merchant. Okay. Just juggling around a few redundant officers. Okay, so the bait has somewhat worked. But this could get very, very messy. Oh, I guess there's only one way we're going to find out. Oh god, he's moving fast. Waterlord. He is moving fast. This is not where we want to fight him. In fact, retreat. No, she might, yeah. Oof, this isn't going to be good. This is not going to be good. Huang Zhong. At long last we have a third city we can recruit from, so I think we'll be okay. And as a precaution, Lian and Wenpin. And I think I'll send... oh, that's it, I almost forgot. But I think I'll send them Fan Shi, the new supportive officer we just picked up in Southern Jing. Where are you, Lian? There you are. Disorder. And I'll give you the naval tactics as well. Oh, I'm out of turns. Oh well, let's see. He's reckless, he's not going to let go. Let's see how big of a blunder I've made. Oof. Okay, not so bad. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. There he is, Fanshi. This should do. Okay, so Liang has emptied itself. However, Cao Cao is now taking the opportunity to reinforce me. In a way, we've got a three-way battle on our hands. Alright, she's not here yet. Okay, make sure we get ourselves in position. I definitely don't want the wrong units on the front line, but I need Guan Yu close enough that he can apply his ability. Because I think Han Dang is coming for us, and he's in arrow formation in a fairly well developed Wu city. Yeah, we should have this. Oh, get that. No, we've already been through this one, Pin. Oh, he's stronger. False alarm. Never doubted you. Never doubted you. Okay, if you'd kindly move over onto that core. So I'd like you to move there. And just sit there for a while, in fact. And Fanshi, you can be our moral support. So how are we looking? This is all down to Zhang He, effectively. Okay, doing good. And then with the wife, I mean, look at that 2,000 defense. After the activation of Iron Wall, absolutely immense. Okay, here comes Changpu. Oh, and just to show the benefits of having the transporter buffs and Xianyang being completely secure, I have managed to get Jianling back up to 20,000 troops. Oh, no, don't form a coalition against Cao Cao. I didn't see what was happening there. So, Zhang Fei, how are you doing? Ooh, spicy. I think that's the only way I can put this. Yeah, spicy. As long as you move over before he does, and you can get there, and you can get there, I may have this one. And Jiangxia, yeah, no problem at all. So, ooh. There, got Yusheng. We're taking damage. But I desperately need Guan Ping to move over so he can be in range of Guan Yu's buff. Or I need Zhang Fei to unleash his tactic and destroy Chengpu. Either way, I think Cao Cao is about to take Lu Jiang, unless Xinye comes to the rescue here. I think Sun Quan decided to defend Chaisang at the expense of losing Lu Jiang, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. So going to try and take Wuling now. All of this happens over here with an even smaller force, relying on the quality of my officers and the flow of reinforcements coming in from Xianyang. I mean, not just Xianyang potentially, but also Changsha, at least in a little bit. Come on, Zhang Fei. There we are, that's exactly what I needed. Now move over. So unfortunately repositioning will take a turn or two, which will allow him to recover some troops. Hopefully not enough for him to invalidate my attack on the city, however. I really wish Sun Quan was defending Lu Jiang though, I really do. I didn't want to take Chaisang at the expense of Lu Jiang, I wanted both. Near death. Oh. Ganning all over again. Oof. Ah, I didn't actually get to make use of Zhang Yan. And no, I will not form a coalition of Cao Cao. And Zhu Huan probably isn't going to be able to save this. So if you three can build a camp by here. More gold, supplies, even better. I mean, with those supplies he's gifted me, I probably could have taken him on, but oh well. I should be okay. Yeah, there goes Lu Jiang. Not very encouraging at all. However, if we have a look at Cao Cao's administration, assuming he's not picked up a bunch of Wei officers, he has no naval tech at all. So as long as we do secure Chaisang, which I can't see why not, we should be okay south of the river. However, Jiangxia now is in considerable danger. Meanwhile, Wuling is at least ours. Oh, we captured Guathandang. Gosh. Zhang He must have used his tactic, but there goes the city regardless. Okay, so if you'd be so kind as to move out the way, Zhang He. We have a city to melt. In hindsight, if I had known that Sun Quan was going to deploy all out against us, I wouldn't even have bothered with the siege weapon. Oh, there goes Wuling. And we hired every single one of their officers. Okay, so move everyone in, send over, I don't know, 4,000 troops with 30,000 supplies, and that should do it. And then we can clean up Ling Ling. Is this now? So we are soon going to be facing a full frontal assault from Yong'an, but there's always 5,000 troops in reserve. More concerningly is the 50,000 troops sat in Xuchang. and the very little, very few supplies we've got. But we do have quite a bit of gold, and we can spend all of it. There we are. Crisis avoided. Okay, Chai Sang down. Does that actually make us any safer though? That is the question. However, it does give us a land bridge, well, the equivalent of a land bridge, over to Xinye. So we can avoid the Wu Navy if we deploy from Chai Sang. So move everyone inside. The Wu officers are going to be too loyal. Oh no, they're not. I wonder. So another scholar officer, very nice. Zhu Huan, I don't know how he ended up in my prison. So a few new officers. And then we only have Ling Ling to clean up, and I think we can call it a day. Taking a quick look at our administration once more, with Liu Bei's For the People, between promote areas and promote register, we've got now maximum development and maximum recruitment. So our economic machine is all systems go. In fact, have we got another fish? Yes, we do. So, if we get rid of these two, only a mild improvement, but it's an improvement nonetheless. Level 9 fish instead of level 8. And what should we do? Let's see if we notice any difference from research fire attack. Anyone else? Trickery won't be needed. That'll do. One last push into Jing, using every spare troop I have access to at this point. Oh, Cao Cao was doing something. There we are. So, oh, look at this. 10, 11,000, 15, so that's 30, 41, 50,000 troops from Xuchang, another 13 from Wan, and another, what's that, 13,000 from Runan. Ooh, 70,000 troops against my city of 35. I better recall. Guan Yu, Zhang, Bei, Guan Ping, Pei Qian. Who is my other guy? Chao Lei? Yeah. And Zhao Hushi. Off you guys go. Got anyone spare? Yes, I do. I'm in a little bit of a precarious situation, but I think I can hold out. One thing I hadn't calculated for was fire traps, but I can't avoid that, so we will just move forward and hope there aren't too many of them. And you know what, as a precaution, I'm going to send 8,000 of these troops up to Xinye. All is well here. Oh, that's very annoying. Where are we? Right along. I think I'm going to send Zhao Yun, Liu Bei and Lu Meng up ahead with Mishi. All with 3,000 troops, apart from Mishi who doesn't need them of course. So you can go there, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there and make sure there's no bottlenecking. Let's see if this avoids the traffic. The plan is to take out Cao Ren before the others come along, and then I'm only dealing with effectively a one-sided flank. It should be okay. Zhuge Liang, there we are, the other gang, Xiao Hushi, no, 18, Guan Yu there, Guan Ping there, Zhang He there as he'll rush off once he sees somebody, we'll let the AI handle that, and Xiao Hushi. Okay, so Li Dian should retreat, I am thinking. Well, I'm thinking, and if he doesn't, I'm just going to station Lu Meng here. Mishi can stay behind. Just in case Li Dian fancies his chances. Okay, the risk here is, they appear to be coming from the north now. So, I should still do it. And this just takes an age because of the mountainous terrain. But we'll get there. And in fact... there. Here he comes. Zhang He. Okay, Xiahou Dun versus Guan Yu. There goes half of Xiahou Dun's morale. That helps a great deal. Locusts and Jianling. Not great. If I can get Guan Yu into that little chokehold. Zhao Yun there and there. We're okay. Make sure you're okay too. Oof, that's a big chunk of damage. And they're all... they are all going to melt. Liu Chang is finally marching for me. What have we got? Okay, I can handle this. But as you can see, Liu Chang is not blessed with a strong army. However, I have nothing to worry about. Because I think in reserve I have Sai Mao, Wei Yan. Okay, I have Sai Mao, Wei Yan, and Liu Pan. But that's all I need. And these guys are going to be ready in another turn. If Wei Yan cannot hold this by himself, I will be baffled. And I have troops in Jianyang in reserve. This is pretty much the definition of quality over quantity, over 2-to-1 odds. And there he goes. He can't run away fast enough. Mind you, they're still coming. I mean, Cao Yun there with the very impressive 2,200 assault and defense. So if I go for him, attack. There is no way he continues to march on me from Runan. There just simply isn't any way. There just isn't. But the AI's done sillier things. So there's no major strategy behind this. I'm just going to deploy these two. I think I will go for a camp as well. And we will annihilate them. Or at least we will stall long enough that Zhuge Liang will finish his Southern Jing campaign and he'll be able to return back. I mean, if I slow this down slightly. Yep. That's the Xinye defense. And now they have locusts. Of course they do. There we are. So we're very nearly done with this episode, just got to wait for Ling Ling to fall. That'll be maybe 2 turns, and I think with Xinye safe I can safely skip the turns. I wasn't recording and I accidentally skipped the city being token. That's how quickly it fell. Oh dear. But I get my new rank, Lieutenant Colonel, I get a second manual tactic activation, I get more ranks which are much needed as I have quite a few officers. My doctrine levels up, and we are at the point now where we have to start to consider, do we want Liu Biao to die so we can get a different doctrine unlocked? And I'm going to give this some thought between the episodes. I'm going to move everyone into Ling Ling. I am going to pick up another summoner officer alongside these two. I believe Jiang Wang can be found. Oh, now Zhu Sheng. Okay, before the no, I will start this off of next episode, as I do want to talk about Zhu Sheng. But we have conquered Jing in its entirety. We can now do the surround and conquer mechanic. Xinye is safe. And we can properly look to expand now. So I've got the means now of defending Jianling. If I wanted to, I could send someone around to take the core, trap all of those officers and cut them off. In fact, I may choose very well to do that. Or I have, say, any arrow formation, Liu Feng, Liu Hua. Oh, they're not friends yet. I could send this chap here with his snake formation through the forests. Wei Yan can engage them. But Xinye is safe, and Southern Jing is ours. This has been nearly 2 hours long. Gosh, I don't know if I should split this into 2 parts. I probably won't, but there we are. We are now in the 3rd strongest power in China, but I think the quality of officers really, we are the 2nd most powerful officer. We need to take out Sun Quan to complete the 3 Kingdoms scenario for this video, or this campaign, which is we are going to be Liu Bei, but better. But there we are, this has been episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let's see what we can accomplish in episode 3.